Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Steve. Now, there are some speculations and rumors going on that the Boston Celtics are considering trading their number one pick for Carmelo Anthony because that is obviously what the New York Knicks want. And that would be the best trade for the Knicks because then they can get Lonzo Ball to play with Kristaps Porzingis. Now, what are the probabilities? What is the probability of this happening? I would say around 20%. I do not think this trade is going to happen. The reason why, and obviously the Knicks would also get like Avery Bradley and probably someone else, but the reason why is because Danny Ainge doesn't want Paul George. Danny Ainge doesn't want Jimmy Butler. Danny Ainge doesn't want Kawhi Leonard. Danny Ainge barely wants Gordon Hayward. He wants him, but he's not desperate for him, even though he should go after him during this free agency, because if he can sign him and then draft a really good, freshman player in the NBA, a really good rookie, I mean, damn, this team is set for the future. Anyway, so the reason why I even brought those players up is because those players are all young star caliber players. Now, Melo is an aging NBA superstar. He's one of the greatest players ever. We all understand that. But the Boston Celtics are not looking to get older. They are looking to get younger. So, with that in mind, would it be smart for the Boston Celtics to go for it? Now, we all know the only person that can challenge LeBron in a best of 7, personally challenge him, not team-wise, but personally, there are only 2 players. Those 2 players, one is in the Western Conference and one is in the Eastern Conference. The Western Conference player is known as Kevin Durant. The Eastern Conference player is known as Carmelo Anthony. Those are the only 2 players in the NBA that give LeBron James a challenge. He admitted it himself. The stats show that Carmelo Anthony is LeBron James' best matchup. LeBron has his worst record against any NBA superstar against Carmelo Anthony. LeBron, absolutely poops on Kobe Bryant in terms of winning. He absolutely takes a crap on Kevin Durant. I think KD is like 4-15 against them, whereas Carmelo Anthony is like 12-15. Okay, so Melo has the best record against LeBron. So people are saying now that the Celtics are getting destroyed by the Cavs by 50 and 60, if they had Melo, this wouldn't happen. So people are saying, look, you can sign Carmelo Anthony and possibly win an NBA championship now. But then when he gets older, you probably only have like a 2 to 3 year window with Melo, or you can go after Gordon Hayward and get the draft and keep the draft pick. Now, the smartest thing to do is not worry about now, because if you worry about now you have to worry about LeBron. Okay, it was the same thing in Kobe's era, the same thing in Tim Duncan's era, the same thing in Michael Jordan's era, and the same thing in Magic and Bird's era, and then Bill Russell prior to that. Okay, so even if you get Melo now, there's no guarantee that you are going, and they still have cap space, but then they still have to make up for that for signing someone to the likes of Melo that has a $120 million contract. Anyway, so even if you get Carmelo Anthony right now, the chances of winning are probably 40-60 in favor. Let me take that back. 30-70 in favor of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Everything would have to fall into place in order for the Boston Celtics, with Carmelo Anthony, Isaiah Thomas, Al Horford, and they'd obviously have to get rid of probably Avery Bradley with that draft pick, which means they just have to sign some role players to surround Melo. The possibility of that happening, everything would have to fall into place. Every single thing would have to fall into place in order for that team to defeat LeBron James. And even if Melo and the Boston Celtics get past LeBron, then they have to worry about the Golden State Warriors. Then they have to worry about Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry, which is going to be a matchup nightmare because Isaiah Thomas cannot guard Stephen Curry. And Avery Bradley is going to be gone, so Avery Bradley's not going to be there to guard Stephen Curry. So either way, the chances of winning, you're still going to be on the flip side, meaning your chances of winning are still going to be low. Higher than they would now, but if you sign Melo, or in the next few years, but if you sign Melo now, probably be like a 30% chance of you winning an NBA championship. But if I were Danny Ainge, I wouldn't do it. You guys know I'm the biggest Carmelo Anthony fan in the world. But from a franchise perspective, and this is crazy that I'm saying this because I absolutely, positively despise the Boston Celtics. But from a franchise perspective, seeing all the mistakes that my Knicks have made, not with Melo, but with like Amari Stoudemire and things like that. Seeing all the mistakes that my New York Knicks have made, and this is a big mistake getting rid of Melo because we should keep Melo, but that's besides the point. Seeing all these mistakes, the Boston Celtics should just wait out LeBron. It seems like chicken shit and, pussy and whatever the hell you want to call it to wait out LeBron. But you're just going to have to wait him out. Because even if he's not in his prime, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love are there. Okay? And even if you get past them, Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant are there. So either way, even if LeBron's out of his prime, he's still going to be better than most of the league. And then Kyrie Irving's going to be entering his prime. Kevin Love is in his prime. Then you have to worry about the Warriors if you get past the Cavaliers. Your best bet, get Gordon Hayward. Keep your draft pick. Keep what you have now. And just try to keep getting younger and younger. Because there's no chance of you defeating both the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors with Carmelo Anthony. Now, when I say no chance, there's obviously a chance. Probably like a 30% chance. But I'd rather take the high road and be set for the future for potentially 10 years getting a draft pick in Gordon Hayward, then sign Melo and only have 3 to 4 years with Melo. And then there's no guarantee he's even going to re-sign after. So, I can't believe I'm saying this. But if I were the Boston Celtics, I would just get Gordon Hayward, keep the draft pick, and let Melo sign with Cleveland. Now, either way, if Melo signs with Cleveland or gets traded to Cleveland, the chances of you getting past the Cavs go from around 1% without Melo to 0% with the Cavs having Melo. So either way, there's nothing anyone can do in the NBA right now. It sounds weird, but they're just going to have to wait out LeBron James. It sucks. But it's not just LeBron they have to wait out. It's also Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry. So, the next 5 to 6 years are going to be interesting to see how teams can get younger. I'll say this, the Boston Celtics and the New Orleans Pelicans are the best teams right now for the future. It's been your man Steve. I'm out. Peace.